Hello everyone. Sandra Madaffrey here and welcome to another Monday morning musing webinar. I hope everyone is doing well this Monday morning. I hope everyone in Melbourne is doing well. Very difficult times for us, but I'm hoping that today, this is part one or part A of a three series that I'm going to do. So the next 2 weeks, where it's all going to be about all the things that you can do to become an effective business owner and leader. And I know some of these things that we're going to go through today are really simple things and things that you already know, but sometimes we forget. And sometimes it's just the simple little things that you need to do that just make your life easier or just make you able to do things on an easier level. So that's what we're going to talk about today, how to do some things that I'm sure you know to do already, but just a little reminder of how you can be at your peak performance, how you can be at your best performance. Being a leader and being a business owner means that it's important that you always I'm not saying that you don't get into, ruts and things like that, because you do. And right now, let me tell you guys, I'm a little bit like that with what's going on here in Melbourne. But there's little things, little hints, little tweaks, little, things that you can start doing in your life, which will help you to turn around that state that you're in and be able to get you a little bit more motivated. So let's get started. I'm just going to share my screen and start with the slideshow. And please, guys, I know there's some, I'm going to have a look. I've got the chat up. Good morning, Kylie. Nice to see you here. I have got the chat box up, guys. So if you want to ask me any questions as I go through, please do so. So let's have a look at a little bit about what I just mentioned. And it's the theory that this is all based on. Everything that is incomplete drains your energy from you and your success. Now, the reason for that is because our unconscious mind, although consciously you might not be thinking about these, there's 3 weeks of this, but consciously you may not be thinking about these things, unconsciously you are. And remember, 95% of everything we do every day is unconscious. So what you want to be doing to be able to have success, to be able to get your goals, you need laser focus on your goals. And if you've got things in the background that the unconscious mind is thinking, I need to do this, I need to get that done, I need to get these other things done, it will pull away your energy from focusing on your primary goal or success. So this is a little bit like juggling plates in the air, and it's really important that you understand that we're talking here about unconscious behavior. We're talking here about things that are happening on an unconscious level, not things that you are consciously of. Okay, so here are the first 10 things that you can do to help you become more successful and help you be more effective as a leader and help you be more effective as a business owner. Okay, so I spoke about that, taking the focus away from the purpose, and it's both conscious and unconscious. All right, so the first one, really important, is make a to-do list. I do this every single Sunday night for my week ahead, but I actually have also to-do lists on a monthly basis as well. And then I go through and review and do my to-do lists that I need to do and have my priorities for the week ahead. Okay, so really important that you get it out of your head and put it down on paper on a really good planner, what you need to do, and get things done. Don't shift things around. Put them in your planner, knowing that you can achieve those things for that week and get them done without moving them around. Don't overdo your to-do list. A lot of things that people do is they cram so many things into their to-do list that it becomes overwhelming, and then they don't do anything. So make sure you prioritize, that you have a monthly to-do list. In fact, I have a big whiteboard. I am going to put some photos of this up on my Facebook over the next couple of weeks when it's a little bit more full. But I have a massive to-do list with all the 12 months on it. And on this to-do list, it's a yearly to-do list, and then I cut it down to a monthly, and then I cut it down to my weekly. So put down a to-do list and take charge of your day and what you need to do to become that effective leader. Okay? So make the to-do list yearly, as I said, monthly, weekly, daily as well, and stick to it. And the best way to be able to stick to your to-do list, like I said, is to do things that you know. Yeah, good idea, Richard. My success list. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. You can call it whatever you like. I actually call it my intention list, because that's my I love to have intentions for everything. So I call it but you can call it whatever you like. And you know, the most important thing here is that if you overdo your success list or intention list or to-do list or whatever your goals list, whatever you want to call it, that's when you don't get them done. So really sit and have a think about your day and your week, and what can you actually get done, and put that in, and you feel so accomplished by the end of it. And then that's another feeling that the unconscious mind loves and wants to chase. Okay, so that is the first thing that needs to happen. Get a planner. I can't stress this enough, guys. I have actually created my own planners because I couldn't find one that worked for me, and just in the process now of chatting about the 2021 planners. And you know, and I use my planner religiously. Okay, so if you need a really good planner, if you want to have a look at mine, I am going to have my planners again soon for sale. But you don't have to buy mine. Just get a good planner, one that works for you. Okay, and put in all your appointments. Okay, put in all your appointments. That's, you know, all your time for business. Put in, because your servicing of clients is important and it needs to be number one. So put in all your appointments. That's the first thing I usually do. Schedule free time for you. Okay, that's the other thing I do. I make sure that I book in free time every single day for myself. It's time for me. It's time for me to, you know, rest, recoup. I also have, I call them the buffer zones, in between appointments, in between meetings, in between everything. I always have at least a half an hour buffer zone just in case something goes on. Refer to it daily. So you need to look at it every day. Mine lives on my desk. Mine is right here in front of me on my desk, always. Sorry guys, I got a background so you can't see it, but it lives on my desk all the time. And I look at it every single day. Refer to it daily. You have to look at it every single day, every morning, every night. Usually I look at my to-do list every single night before I go to bed, so I know already what I'm doing the next day, and then in the morning I look at it again and I stick to it. Absolutely stick to it. Like I said, I have buffer zones because sometimes things won't go exactly as planned and you need a little bit of flexibility. So I always have buffer zones, and I do have a lot of free time scheduled for myself in my to-do list. So if someone needs to change an appointment or something needs to happen or we need to do something different, I can always move my time around. But the trick here is that you move your time up and down in that day. You don't move it to the next day, because that will become a habit that you do. Okay, so if you've got something, remember, if you've planned this out right, you're not overwhelmed, you've given yourself enough time, don't move it to the next day. Okay, do it in that day. And that's something that I do all the time, and this works really, really well. Okay. Now, this is one that a lot of people don't think about, but on an unconscious level, it feels absolutely amazing, and that's decluttering. I did some of this yesterday, and I'm ready to do some more of this. I'm just waiting for the op shops to open here. We've done all the trash, and I've got a lot of stuff that we've put away, and now it's time for me to do the donate, and I can't do that because the op shops are all closed. But declutter, and when I say declutter your office as well. We're going to talk a lot about this, and this is exactly what I did yesterday. I decluttered one section of my office. I went through piles and piles of paperwork that I had that I needed to go through. Yep, you are, Kylie. You do this very, very well. And how good does it feel when you do it? But again, like I said, this is not about the conscious. It's about at the back of your mind, unconsciously. You're constantly thinking, looking at that pile and going, geez, I need to get through that pile of paperwork. So if it feels epic, yeah, it does, Kylie, absolutely. And you know what? When you do it, when you do the decluttering, not only does it feel epic, but it also, you know, it's almost like it frees your unconscious mind to not have to think about that you need to do that, okay? But you also need to declutter your home as well. And I speak about this a lot. There's so much said for decluttering your house, decluttering your wardrobe. I know this sounds really, you know, crazy, but going through your wardrobe, there's just this feeling of, you know, and this is something I used to do all the time. I've been a size 8 right up to a size 18, guys, and I used to cram all the clothes in my wardrobe. Whereas now I only have the clothes that I want to wear at this present time, this season, and that fit me. And you know what? There's a sense of satisfaction when you walk into your wardrobe and you just go, right, I'm going to wear this and this, instead of going through things that go, oh, it doesn't fit me anymore and stuff like that. So this is what you've got to think about. You know, it's a state. Being effective, feeling confident is a state that you can create, and decluttering helps you do that. This is another one that a lot of people don't think about, but it's a really interesting one, and that is to look after your car. Okay, now a lot of the reason why this is so important is because your car is a major expense in your life. Okay, of course, if you don't have a car, then this one's not going to apply to you. So, you know, you want to be looking after your car as well as like your house, your body. It's another thing that people own that has cost them a lot of money. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to clean out your car. I mean, I know at the moment we're in lockdown and things like that, but you know, eventually we're going to be driving around in our cars. I love getting in my car. My husband is a freak about having a clean car. You have no idea. And you know, when I bought my new car, one of his rules was, right, this you have to keep. Just remembered to run mine for a bit yesterday. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's important. Just grab it and go for a little bit of a drive around. You've got to look after your car. So it's so important. But remember, guys, when we eventually start going back to meetings and we start driving around, you want to be jumping into a nice clean car. It feels good, huh? And this is about, remember, this is about creating unconscious states and creating these states of feeling really, really good. I remember ages ago, I was, can't remember what I was reading or where I got this from, but I was looking at something about people that can't go to sleep at night. And one of the things that they said was to go and buy really luxury sheets and to buy luxury PJs and things like that and go to sleep at night like you're a king or a queen. And it's the state that you get into when you jump into bed feeling so good that it actually helps you go to sleep. And you know what, guys, it actually works. Okay, so clean it out inside and out, and clean out your boot. So many people, you know what they do, that you put things in your boot, but see, unconsciously, you know that stuff's there and you need to go through it and you need to clean it out. So clean out your boot. And especially if you're here in Melbourne, guys, we've got so much time to do this. So let's get this all done, okay? And it's supposed to say get it serviced, not services. So get it serviced. This is a great time for you to get your car serviced. You don't need it. You don't want to be getting your car serviced when you want to be going in a couple of months. And actually, I choke to even have to say that here in Melbourne, but in a couple of months, when we are actually allowed to start moving around freely, you don't want to be getting your car serviced then. I had mine done probably about a month ago. So go and get your car serviced, get it ready, because you're going to feel great when you jump back into it, and you're going to need it when you start. Perfect time, springtime. Exactly, perfect time to spring clean. This is perfect. So get your car serviced, get it fixed, get it looked after. You'll feel so much better. And again, remember, we're talking about stuff that would be sitting in your unconscious mind that you're not aware of. Okay? Throw away. This is an interesting one. Now let's have a look at what we need to throw away. Anything that you don't use. Anything around the house that you don't use. Anything that you haven't used for about 6 months, okay? This, of course, clothes, I usually have a rule of 12 months with clothing, and that's because, you know, seasons. But really, if you haven't used something for 6 months, are you ever going to use it? So let's do a Maria Kondo here, and let's really have a look at things that we throw away, and anything that is outdated. Anything that you know you're not going to use anymore that's outdated, get rid of it. Get it out of the house, you know, out with the old, in with the new. If you believe in energy like I do, you know, you get rid of old stagnant energy to bring in new energy. I mean, most of the you know, the more spiritual type modalities that I know, whether it's feng shui or anything like that, says declutter and throw away things that you don't need, because it brings in new things. So anything at all that you don't use, that you haven't used in 6 months, always outdated, chuck it out, or you can take it to the op shop. Okay, that's another one. I don't always like to chuck out things. I prefer to take them down to the op shop. I am stuck on this one. I have things I want to sell online, but excuses talk me out of it. Come on, Kylie, think about the money that you're going to be able to make. It's another way to bring in a little bit of income by selling things. So, you know, jump online and put some time in your diary to do that. It'll make you feel really good, and it will bring you some new income in. Organize all your paperwork. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday. I went through and I organized all my business receipts in one pile, all my household receipts in another pile, and all the information for future reference in another pile, and then I filed it away. So go through all your paperwork. There's nothing worse than looking at piles of paperwork. Behind me, I mean, the guys, if anyone's watching on Facebook, they can see I actually have these really great files that they're called, they're zip folders, but they're, you know, made of a soft, I don't know what they are, like almost like a canvas, and I file in there everything that I need, like all the information for future reference. I have filing cabinets for my household receipts and my business receipts, but any information that I need, and I've got files for different things that I might need in the future, that I, you know, papers that I don't want to throw away. Okay. And here we go, papers. So file your papers or throw it away. You either file them and get a really nice system. And like I said, I have a massive filing cabinet for my business. I have a small filing cabinet for all my household. And I have all these really nice zip folders that I got from Officeworks, where I put all my stuff in categories. So everything's actually put in categories in those folders and then put on my bookshelf. Okay. So do a clean out. Do a clean out of your filing cabinet. Okay. Usually what I do, this is something that I got from my, oh, well done, Kylie. This is something that I got from my ex-accounting and bookkeeping days. At the end of each year, one of the procedures that me and my bookkeepers did for my clients was that we would actually buy an archive box. Now, you have to keep your business receipts for 7 years, right? So we used to get archive boxes. We used to write on the archive boxes, and we would clean out the whole filing cabinet exactly as it was, like with all the, you know, all the little manila folders in there and everything exactly, and put them into the archive boxes and then put them away somewhere in the client's offices or somewhere in their workrooms, depending who the clients were. And we would start this every year. And at the end of 7 years, we would actually then go and get that archive box. We would shred or whatever we would do. Back then, we used to shred a lot of the paperwork, and we'd take it down to the pet shops to use for the pets in the windows and stuff like that. So, you know, you only need to keep things for 7 years. You don't need to have 7 whole years of stuff in your filing cabinet. These days, a lot of the stuff is on your computer, and you can do this on your computer as well. You know, create a folder for each financial year and put all your income and expenses in that folder and keep them dated. And then after 7 years, delete it. You don't need it anymore. Okay, so it's really important that you keep this up. Okay, clean out your emails. Most of you know that I did this the other day. Clean out your emails. Spend a day or spend, you know, a couple of hours in 1 week to go through and unsubscribe to all the people that you don't want to get their emails anymore, except me. Leave me on the email list. No. But get rid of all the emails that you no longer want. Just unsubscribe to everything. Clean out your emails. If it's stuff that you want to keep for the future, put it in a special folder, you know, to the side. But keep your email list clean. I can't begin to tell you how many times I send people emails and they don't get it. Brilliant tip. Business finances are new to me, and I did over the weekend 1,000 plus gone. Yeah, good, well done. So, you know, like I said, these days most of our receipts do come in email format. So you want to in your emails to store it all there. Okay. Text messages. Clean out your text messages. This is another one that I've seen people with hundreds of text messages that they don't read or haven't read or don't look at or whatever. Clean out your text messages. It makes you feel so good. I love my husband is really good. My husband's a Virgo, guys, so you're going to understand why he does this. But he keeps, it's like if he has a message on his phone for more than 2 days. Gets rid of it, gets rid of all his emails, just leaves everything nice and clean. But that's your typical Virgo. Okay. Clean up your desk. Now, I did this yesterday, but at the moment I've got stuff on my desk, so it's not as clean. But clean up your desk. I do this every single week. Every single week I get rid of all my unused papers. I get rid of all my unused stationery and throw it out. The other day I was actually testing pens and highlighters and whiteboard markers, and I had so many that didn't work, and I just got rid of all of them. So, you know, anything that's on your desk that you don't need, and all I have on my desk now is some Post-its, a box of tissues, a manual that I need to send one of my students because I'm waiting for the big postpack bags, my diary, and a notebook. That's it. And right now the page, you know, some notes on what I'm talking about here, and that's it. And this will all get put away. It just feels so good to come into your office and your desk, sit at your desk every morning, and it's nice and clean. Okay, sort out all your business affairs. Okay, sort out all your business affairs. So lodge any old business paperwork that you haven't lodged yet. Anything that you need to get done. You know, do you need to go and start a new business bank account? Do you need to review something for your business anywhere at all? Do you need to figure out another insurance company for your business? Whatever it is, put time to fix that all up, get it all in order, and lodge your tax paperwork, lodge your tax returns. Because incredibly, this is one of the things that people often say to you when we talk. I remember from when I was again working in my bookkeeping business, and one of the things that my clients and my bookkeepers used to say to me, my employees used to say to me is, oh, you know, the client hasn't, you know, is really stressing out because they haven't got their tax up to date. This is when we usually used to get called in, when people were a couple of years back, you know, out of date. So get all your business paperwork sorted, get all your tax paperwork sorted. It feels really, really, really good to do that. So guys, that is the first 10. I'm sure that's the first 10, just looking, yes. The first 10 of tips to become a more effective leader and a more effective business owner. And like I said, it is all about the way you feel. It is all about the state that you are in when you do these things. And I know they're simple things, but when you do them, you get them out of your head and it makes you feel good and it makes you feel more in charge of your day, more in charge of your success, and it makes you feel really good and confident. And that's what we want. What a lot of people forget to, they think about all the strategies about their business, about, you know, the marketing and the sales, and that's all important too, but you also need to look after yourself, because the way you show up in your business will directly impact what you do in your business every day. So doing some of these things will make you feel a lot better. Okay, guys, so thank you again for watching another Monday morning musing. I look forward to being here at 10 a.m. next Monday morning again. As I say every week, please, if anyone would like to talk to me about anything, admin@sandramadaffrey.com.au, or if you're on Facebook, shoot me a private message, or on Instagram a DM. But you can find me on YouTube. I have lots of videos on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. And this week I have something really exciting and special going on. I've decided to do a couple of things in my groups, and I'm going to talk about growth and fixed mindset, which is something that keeps coming up that people don't quite get. And I'm going to talk 5 days, 5 tips on how to have a growth mindset. So if you want to join that, let me know and you can join. There's 2 groups. I'm doing it at 5 p.m. every night this week. You can join either the Leading with Intention group, or you can join the Fabulous Women's Empowerment group, both business group. And it's going to be about making you, getting you armed to have a growth mindset. So I really look forward to this. So if you want to join that, thank you, Kylie. I'm glad you enjoyed the topic. If you, oh, is that the mindset topic? If you want to join, please let me know, and I can get you to join into that growth or mindset group for this week. Also too, if you need any advice on business or leadership or anything like that, that is my specialty. Please reach out. I do have a mentoring group if you want to know a little bit more about that. I also do have a couple of great things that I'm working on at the moment. Just stay tuned. You'll find out very, very soon. But if you haven't yet, join that that growth, how to create this growth mindset workshop that we're doing over 5 days, free on one of my groups this week. I look forward to having you there. Thanks for being here again, guys. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I look forward to seeing some of you at 11 a.m. for a virtual coffee catch-up. And if you don't join us for that, I look forward to seeing you next week for part B of this 3rd-part series of how to become a more effective leader and business owner. And a lot of these things, although you know you might think they're not anything huge, and most of them aren't anything huge, it's just being able to get to that next level by being able to get into routines and doing things that keep you on that really great, in a great state to be able to move forward in your business. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.